Welcome to Chasing English. This is your calm corner on the internet. Here, we learn English with stories. We use simple words. We practice every day. We read, we listen, we shadow repeat after the speaker, and we train fast reflex answers. With time and daily habit, your English and your mind will grow strong. Tonight, our story begins in a small room with a desk by a window. The air is quiet. A notebook waits. A cheap pen rests on top. The main character is you. You feel a small fire inside, curious, a little different from other people. Sometimes people tell you are too intense, too curious, too strange, but deep down you feel this. You were made for something more. This is a story about learning to think like a genius, step by step, with clear habits you can use in your real life. It is not about being born special. It is not about an IQ number. It is about a way of seeing the world, a way of asking better questions, a way of building daily systems so your mind becomes sharp and calm. In this story, you will meet ideas used by people like Elon Musk, Leonardo da Vinci, Steve Jobs, Albert Einstein, Richard Feynman, Bruce Lee, Marie Curie, and even Mozart. We will not copy their lives. We will learn their simple habits and use them in our own day. We will practice deep understanding like Richard Feynman. We will break problems into first steps like Elon Musk. We will walk in silence like Albert Einstein. We will focus on one key move like Bruce Lee. We will stay curious like Leonardo da Vinci. We will build strong systems like a beehive, so our progress does not depend on mood. To begin, we need one simple tool, a mental model. A mental model is a lens, a clear pair of glasses for your mind. It helps you see how things really work: people, time, money, risk, learning. Most people use weak glasses. They only copy what others do, but you will choose better glasses. You will ask, what is the basic truth here? And how can I rebuild this from the ground up? Look around your small room. The phone buzzes. The world is loud, but you choose silence for a moment. You open your notebook and write today's plan. Read along with the story on Chasing English. Listen to the audio twice, first for meaning, second for sound. Shadow the key lines, repeat after the voice with clear mouth shapes. Reflex practice, answer 3-5 quick, simple questions out loud about what you learned. This is your first system. It is small. It is easy. It is strong. You do not need permission. You do not need perfect grammar today. You only need the courage to see the world a little differently and to show up every day. As the night grows quiet, you feel a gentle shift. You are not just knowing words anymore, you are understanding. You are not chasing 10 things, you are choosing one next step. You are not waiting for motivation, you are building a routine. This is the opening of your English story. This is the start of your new mind. Stay with Chasing English. Read with us. Listen with us. Shadow with us. Train your quick answers with us. Do it every day. Your thinking will become clear. Your English will become natural. Your life will begin to change slowly, simply, surely. The clear lens, mental models, and deep understanding. You sit at your desk. The room is quiet. You open your notebook and write 2 words at the top: mental models. A mental model is like a lens. With a good lens, the world looks sharp and clear. With a weak lens, everything looks fuzzy. Geniuses use better lenses. They don't just copy what others say. They look for basic truth and then rebuild from there. A simple story about rockets. People told Elon Musk, rockets are too expensive. Only NASA can do that. They said it costs about $58,000 per kilogram to send something into space. Musk did not copy that idea. He used a new lens called first principles thinking. He asked, what is a rocket made of? Aluminum, titanium, copper, carbon fiber. He added the raw material costs. The number was close to $2,700 per kilogram, not $58,000. Suddenly, the truth was different. Rockets were not expensive because they must be. They were expensive because of the old way of thinking. Most people copy. He questioned. That is the power of a good mental model. Why mental models maturely help you see truth, not just opinions. They help you solve problems smarter, not harder. They help you question what others accept without thinking. They help you think like a scientist, creator, and builder, not a follower. You turn the page and write another title. Habit 1. Understand deeply, not just know. Many people can repeat facts. They know, but they don't truly understand. When you understand, you can explain an idea simply, rebuild it, and use it in real life. Richard Feynman's simple test. The great physicist Richard Feynman said, "If you can't explain it simply, you don't understand it well enough." He used a clear method, often called the Feynman technique. Learn the idea. Read, listen, collect the key points. Teach it to a child. Use very simple words, no big terms. Find the gaps. If you get stuck, that means, "I don't understand this part yet." Go study again. Repeat until clear. Keep simplifying until your explanation feels clean and strong. Feynman could explain hard things: atoms, light, the universe, with a chalkboard and simple language. No ego, no showing off, just clarity. Make it personal. Your turn. Ask yourself, do I just memorize, or do I truly understand? Let's try a small exercise right now with English learning. Step A. Choose one idea. Example: what is English fluency? Step B. Explain it like you talk to a 5-year-old. English fluency means I can say what I think in simple, clear words. I can listen and understand normal speech. I can answer without long pauses. Step C. Find the gaps. If any sentence feels confusing, note it. Go learn more. Step D. Rebuild in your own words. Add a tiny story from your life to make it real. You try again in your notebook. This time, you write about discipline. Discipline is doing the right small action even when I don't feel like it, like reading one page, learning 5 words, or speaking out loud for 2 minutes. It is a quiet promise I keep with myself. It feels clearer. You smile. That is your brain moving from knowing to understanding. Mini practice plan with chasing English today. Pick one idea: success, discipline, love, or English fluency. Write 4-5 simple sentences to explain it, like you talk to a child. Remove big words. Add one small real-life example. Read your lines out loud, listening plus shadowing. Record yourself and answer 3 quick questions aloud. What is the idea? Why does it matter to me? What is one small action I will do today? As you finish, the room feels different. Not louder, clearer. You did not learn more, you learned deeper. You used a better lens. You asked better questions. You explained in your own words. This is how a beginner starts to think like a genius, with simple tools, honest practice, and daily steps. Quiet power. Thinking in silence. Morning light comes through your window. Your phone blinks. The world is loud again: messages, videos, news. But today you try something new. You tap mute. You breathe in. You let the room be quiet. You are going to hear the most important voice, your own mind. Geniuses do this often. Albert Einstein took long, quiet walks: no music, no podcasts, no crowd. Just steps, fresh air, and thoughts. He found big ideas in simple silence, not by trying harder, but by thinking deeper. Why silence helps. You stop listening to other people's thoughts and you hear your thoughts. Problems that felt heavy begin to untangle. You make original plans, not copy and paste plans. You respond with calm, not with panic. You put on your shoes and step outside. No earphones, no scrolling. You walk down the street. The city is busy, but your mind is clear. At first it feels strange. Then, minute by minute, your thoughts line up like books on a shelf. You ask yourself one genius question and let it float in your head. What am I avoiding? You wait. A small truth appears. You have been skipping speaking practice because you feel shy. You nod. You do not run from the truth. You face it. You try more questions. What would I do if I had no fear? What problem am I pretending does not exist? What is one truth I am ready to face today? The answers arrive slowly, like light through clouds. You do not push, you simply listen. Now comes a secret many people miss. Boredom is a door. When your brain is bored, no noise, no flashing screens, it begins to create. That is why new ideas show up in the shower, on a quiet walk, or during a slow morning. Boredom is not the enemy. Boredom is the beginning. You return to your desk and write a tiny plan called My Daily Silence 20 Minutes. Create the space 8-10 minutes. Sit, lie down, or walk. No phone, no music. Just breathe and notice your thoughts. Ask one question 5-7 min. Choose one from above. Let it move around your mind. Do not force an answer. Capture 1 line to 3 min. Write one sentence that feels true. That is your signal for the day. How to use silence for chasing English. Before practice, sit in quiet for 3 minutes. Ask, what is one small thing I will say out loud today? Choose a simple line and shadow it 3 times, clear and slow. Then do a reflex drill. Answer 3 quick, easy questions about your day using that line. Example. Line. Today I make small, steady progress. Reflex Q&A. What will you do today? I make small, steady progress. How will you practice English? I speak out loud for 5 minutes. How will you handle mistakes? I breathe, correct, and continue. As evening comes, you feel different. Not louder, lighter. The world is still busy, but your mind is not. You learn that silence is not empty. Silence is full of answers you could not hear before. Remember, turn off the noise. Sit with your mind. Let boredom open the door. Listen, the next idea is already inside you. One thing, 10,000 times. Your quiet superpower. You sit down again. The room is simple. Your plan is simple too. Today's lesson is focus. In a noisy world, focus is rare, but focus is power. Bruce Lee's lesson. Bruce Lee said, I fear not the man who has practiced 10,000 kicks once, but the man who has practiced one kick 10,000 times. This means, don't chase many skills a little. Master one skill deeply. Depth beats speed. Simplicity beats complexity. You close your extra tabs. You mute your phone. You choose one mission for the next 30 days. I will improve my spoken English. You write a small plan called Go Deep, Not Wide. One daily block 15-25 min. Speak out loud. 10 words a day. Learn them. Make 3 short sentences. Shadowing lines. Pick 2-3 lines from Chasing English and repeat them clearly. Reflex drill to minutes. Answer fast, simple questions about your day. A tiny dialogue with yourself. What about grammar? I will learn grammar through use. Speak first. Fix small things as I go. What about many apps? Not now. One tool, one habit, one result. Cut the noise so focus can breathe. Delete one useless app. Mute group chats during practice time. Follow one teacher for 30 days chasing English. Keep your notebook open. Keep your plan short. Deep practice example today. New words. Decide, practice, repeat, improve, calm, focus, simple, daily, speak, learn sentences. I decide to practice. I repeat so I improve. I feel calm when I focus. I use simple steps daily. I speak to learn. Read them out loud. Shadow them once more. Then do a reflex drill. Q. What is your goal today? A. I speak for 15 minutes. Q. How will you do it? A. I shadow lines and make sentences. Q. What if you make mistakes? A. I smile, fix one thing, and continue. You feel lighter. The day looks clear. One mission, one block, one win. Second tool today, learn by teaching the Feynman way. Now we add a secret that makes learning stick. Teach what you learn. The physicist Richard Feynman had a rule. I do not understand it until I can explain it in simple words. Here is your teach it plan, very easy. Mirror minute. After practice, explain today's words to your mirror in plain English. One paragraph. Write 4-5 short sentences that summarize what you learned. Voice note. Send a 30-60-second audio to a friend or to yourself teaching one idea. Fix gaps. If you get stuck or use big words, that means I don't get this part yet. Read, simplify, try again. A tiny teaching demo. Today I learned the word focus. Focus means I put my eyes and mind on one thing. I close other tabs. I work in a quiet way. With focus, small steps feel strong. Why teaching works? It turns knowing into understanding. It shows you what is clear and what is confusing. It builds confidence when you speak. It makes your English feel natural and alive. Chasing English mini routine. Stack all three. Listen to today's lines to X. Shadow them to 3X. Teach one idea in 1 minute. Mirror or voice note. Reflex cue and a 3 quick answers. You close the notebook. Your plan is small but strong. You are not trying to do everything. You are doing one thing well, and you are teaching it so it stays. Curiosity and systems. The engine of your genius. The window is open. Fresh air comes in. You feel calm. Today, you add 2 final powers to your mind: curiosity and systems. One ruthless curiosity, like Leonardo da Vinci. Curiosity is not childish. Curiosity is the seed of genius. Leonardo da Vinci asked small, strange questions. One note in his book said, "Describe the tongue of a woodpecker. It sounds funny," but that question led him to new ideas about how to protect from heavy force. Little questions opened big doors. You pick up your notebook and write at the top, "I wonder, why do people yawn when others yawn? How does my brain store a new English word? Why do I feel tired when I do nothing? Why does this English phrase exist? Where did it come from?" You smile. Your brain wakes up. Curiosity pulls you forward. A tiny dialogue with yourself. Do I already know this? Maybe. But what if I look deeper? What is the truth under the first answer? What small test can I try today? Curiosity mini routine. 5 minutes. Write one I wonder line each day. Spend 5 minutes to read, watch, or think about it. Save one simple note. Today I learned. One sentence only. Use this with Chasing English. Ask, why does English use this order of words? Search a tiny example. Make one easy sentence from your discovery. Speak it out loud and shadow it twice. Curiosity makes learning fun, fast, and sticky. You stop copying. You start discovering. 2. Build systems like a beehive. Hope is not a plan. Mood changes. A system is stronger. In a beehive, there are no meetings and no drama. Still, every bee knows what to do each day. The hive works because the system works. You don't need to be perfect. You need a repeatable plan that works on busy days and on tired days. Your one mission system. 30 days. Spoken English. Time. Every day at 6 p.m. choose a time you can keep. Block. 20-25 minutes. Steps. Silence to min. Breathe. Set one tiny goal. Listen 3 min. A short clip from Chasing English. Shadow 5 min. Repeat key lines, clear and slow. Words 5 min. Learn 10 useful words. Make 3 short sentences. Reflex 3 min. Answer 3 quick questions about your day. Teach to min. Explain one idea in simple words. Mirror or voice note. Track it. Don't break the chain. Make a small box on your calendar each day. If you do the steps, mark X. Do not judge good or bad, only ask, did I follow the system? When you feel lazy, I don't feel like it, do the 5-minute version. Listen plus shadow plus one sentence. I'm busy, move the time but keep the X. I made mistakes, breathe, fix one thing, continue. This is how real change happens. Quiet, small, daily. Bring it all together. You now hold 7 simple habits in your hands. Deep understanding. Explain it simply, like Richard Feynman. First principles. Break ideas to basic truth, like Elon Musk. Silence for thinking. Clear mind walks, like Albert Einstein. Learn by teaching. Turn ideas into your own words. Feynman again. One focus, one skill, many repetitions, like Bruce Lee. Curiosity. Ask brave questions, like Leonardo da Vinci. System steady routines, beehive style. Look at history. People remember Steve Jobs for simple, powerful design. They remember Marie Curie for patient, careful science. They remember Mozart for beautiful music built from deep practice. These lives were not random. They were guided by habits. A soft voice inside you says, "Can I really do this?" You answer, "Yes." One small step today, then another tomorrow. A gentle close and a new start. Stand up. Stretch your shoulders. Open your notebook to a clean page and write, "My promise," one sentence. Every day, I will read, listen, shadow, and answer quickly with Chasing English Simple Steps. Strong results. Now read it out loud. You are not waiting for the perfect day. You are choosing today. Genius is not a magic gift. Genius is a daily choice to think clearly, to ask better questions, and to follow a small system until it becomes part of you. Thank you for being here with Chasing English. We are happy to learn with you. Keep your practice small and steady. Read our simple stories. Listen twice. Shadow the key lines. Do a fast reflex drill with 3 quick answers. Teach one idea in your own words. Follow Chasing English for new, easy lessons. Come back tomorrow. Bring your notebook and your quiet courage. We will grow your English and your mind step by step. You are not alone. We learn together. We rise together. Your new life begins now.